Every finance channel you ever see will tell you to start investing as early as possible. Even I will tell you to start investing in your 20s. But even though investing is not that difficult, you still need to do your homework first. There are some basic but important things that you need to take care of before you start investing. So let's jump in. Number 1. Pay off your high interest loans first. What is your goal when you start investing? To grow your money, right? But when you have balance payable on your high interest loans, it's like crossing ocean on a ship which has a hole in it. Would you ever be able to cross that ocean? Not unless you repair that hole. Let's see this with some numbers. Indian credit cards charge almost 40% interest per year on your outstanding balance. In some cases, it goes as high as 50%. And how much do you make? The average return for Sensex is almost 10% to 12%. So you are making 10% and paying 40%. Your losses are compounding 4x faster. That does not make any sense. So before you even think about investing, you need to clear off such loans. And how do you do that? You need to analyze how did you get into this situation. Some medical expenses, emergency issues. For such cases, you need to set up your emergency fund. In other cases, usually chronic overspending is the reason for such loans. If that is the reason, you need to tighten your purse, cut off any unnecessary expense, make a budget and stick to the plan. To solve this, in some cases, people take out personal loans. The interest rate on personal loan varies from 10% to 20%. And they use this amount from the personal loan and pay off the credit card debt. You are at least paying 20% less interest. But you still need to pay off this personal loan. You'll still need to create a budget and make regular payments and pay off this amount as soon as possible. For a long-term solution, you can also explore increasing your income. If you are interested in side hustles, do check out Hustle Post Academy. Number 2, create an emergency fund. Emergency can strike anytime, and you can't do anything about it other than being prepared for it. How do you go through your life and meet your necessary expenses in times like these? Simple answer, create an emergency fund that helps you sail through these situations. Medical expenses are costly and job losses could last a few months. If you don't have an emergency expense, you will need to sell your investments or overutilize your credit card or take on high interest loans. So it's imperative that you build an emergency fund that will last you at least 3 to 6 months. And how do you do that? Draw up your monthly commitment. For example, if you need 2 lakh for your emergency fund, give yourself a target of 6 to 9 months to set this up. On a monthly basis, this will translate to around 24,000 to 34,000 rupees per month. Any one-time lump sum inflow like a salary bonus can be put aside for this fund. Until you meet your target, you may need to be a little strict with your expenses, but it will be worth it in the long term. Number 3, understand your risk appetite. Investments are risky, and risk appetite means how much risk you can take based on your specific goals and expected returns while making the investments. You may find it stressful when the value of your portfolio declines, or you may pull out your investments when the value of your portfolio goes down. Or this downturn may not affect you that severely because your goals are 10 years away. So you see, your risk appetite will depend on your specific mindset, your age, your financial goals, and your investment time frame. If you find it stressful when your portfolio value goes down, you should opt for low-risk investment options. In the worst-case scenario, if you're okay with no gain, no loss, you should opt for low-risk options. If you're okay with high-risk, high-reward situations, you can opt for high-risk options. If you're nearing retirement and capital preservation is your main aim, opt for low-risk investment options. If your financial goals are more than 10 years away, you can opt for high-risk options. If you want to identify your risk appetite, use this simple flowchart to get a basic understanding of where do you stand. You can pause the video to have a look. You can also use the questionnaires available online. I have linked one such assessment in the description. Now, once you identify your risk appetite, you can choose which instruments do you want to invest in. If your risk appetite is low, go for the debt instruments. And if you have high risk appetite, you can choose equity instruments. Now, inside this category of debt and equity, there are multiple instruments that you can choose from. Pause the screen and take a look. Do understand that among these instruments, high risk will not always translate to high reward. And most importantly, your risk profile may change over time. Maybe your income has changed or you have new goals now. So what was right and worked for you at age 25 may not work at age 45. So, you need to reassess your risk profile periodically if you have significant changes in your life. Number 4. Get over the get rich quick mindset. If you Google make money fast, you will come across MLM websites and Telegram groups offering 4x return within a month. And it's fairly obvious why people fall for such schemes. These schemes offer the opportunity for quick money and a lot of it. The message is designed to excite you because nobody wants to get rich slow. You need to understand that that's not how it works in the real life. 21 दिन में पैसे डबल नहीं होते. These schemes are designed to cheat you out of your hard-earned money. With this mindset, you will only get poor fast. If something is too good to be true, it probably is. If something offers you wealth within a short span of time, avoid it. If somebody asks you to send you money, even a small amount, for you to make money yourself, is a fraud. Before you start investing, get rid of this mindset. The main purpose of your investments is to make you money, but you won't make any if you keep looking for the easy way out. And finally, number 5. Learn the basics of investing. Starting your investments can be daunting. Different categories and different products inside those categories. Different procedures and different people who recommend them as per their bias. So it may be confusing when you're just starting out. And because investments is not what we do for a living, when someone asks, where should you invest? It seems like an exam for which we have not studied in a subject that we don't understand. Investing is a vast discipline and there are so many things to learn. The best and the most successful investors will tell you that they're regularly updating their skills at how to make money with their investments. You can't learn everything that is to learn about investing in one day. But fortunately, you don't need to. You just need to have a basic idea of the products that are available in the market, your risk appetite, and the general direction where the market is heading to take your financial decisions with confidence. If you know these basics, you will not fall for any and every advice that is available on the social media. Taking the time to acquire even a basic knowledge of investing, whether at 16 or 60, will put you well ahead of others in terms of financial literacy and ultimately in terms of financial success. If you find this video useful, do share it with your friends and family. Click the like button, hit subscribe and press the bell icon. Wrapping it up, this is Paritosh signing off.